The key
to boosting morale
and completing successful
art projects
is team building.
How do we do it? Let's find out.
Welcome to the Art of Education's Art Club Unlocked, your guide to unlocking creative leaders and community projects. In today's episode, we have you covered with a range of games to help your creative leaders unlock their potential. We'll chat about how to build a solid and dependable team of adult volunteers. Let's go. Hi, art teachers. I'm Jessica Stuver, and I'm a K-8 art teacher in Cleveland, Ohio.
Hi, art teachers. My name is John Szablewski, and I'm a middle school art teacher outside of Buffalo, New York.
One of my favorite team building activities has been asking the students to create living artworks. Each group would get assigned a famous artwork, and they would have to recreate it using props of their own design. Things like paper scraps, donated boxes or cardboard, and any of those other random materials that we all have hiding somewhere are perfect to use for this activity. The students are pushed to be innovative, get exposure to well-known artworks from art history, and really immerse themselves in the work. I consider this an extroverted team building activity because it's loud, it's messy, and at least some members of the group are asked to perform. I always had a guest judge come in to help me pick the best and most creative living artworks as well. This is a great way to involve individuals in your school or local arts community.
Art game show. Improv and acting are great ways to make the art class fun for you and fun for your students. Art game show is a great way for students to bond, be broken up into teams, and to let creativity flow. Each of those students are going to be given a job. First, you have the speaker. The speaker's job is to tell everybody in the studio audience what is going on in the artwork that is being created in front of them. The second job is the lead artist. The lead artist is in charge of doing all the artwork in front of the studio audience. The next job is the ideator. The ideator's job is to come up with all the ideas that are going to make the artwork successful. And finally, we have the hype manager. And their job is to make sure that the studio audience is highly energetic throughout the entire artwork creating process. Each team is going to get a large piece of paper and some materials. After they're ready, give them the prompt. It can be like, draw a picture of a rainforest on a Monday morning. Let the speaker tell the story, let the lead artist start drawing, and let the hype manager get out there and make sure that everybody's excited while the ideator is coming up with ideas. Throw a wrench into their plan. Give them a new prompt that they have to incorporate into their artwork. Maybe it's add a conflict to the story. And for a little added fun, have them change jobs. Start the timer and they must continue. It's okay to stop them, have the studio audience applaud, and cut to commercial. Every team can be given 5 to 10 minutes of airtime during the meeting.
One of my favorite activities where introverts still thrive is a mystery bag challenge. I put a bunch of different surprise materials into a paper grocery bag and let the students work in small groups. Allow the students time to work out roles and ideas before creating an artwork in order to allow all of the students, including introverts, time to compose ideas and collaborate. I also love a classic surrealism-inspired exquisite corpse team building activity. Folding a piece of paper into thirds and having one student draw the head, another the body, and another the legs. This is a fun activity that, if you want, can require absolutely no talking. For step-by-step instructions on how to do this activity, check out the link in the description box below.
Students who are introverts tend to love to create, but they like to do so in the shadows. For those students, I give you word art. Give students a large piece of paper, the largest that you possibly can, and have them draw a picture of themselves, or if you have the resources, have students take a selfie and print it out on a large piece of paper, and then in the background, they can create a landscape or an abstract. But here's the goal. They need to do so using words. What are their interests? What do they hope to do when they grow up? Or what they hope Art Club is going to give them this year. For this project, it's a great opportunity to use up some of those materials that you've had laying around since the Reagan administration. Maybe you have 5,000 or 6,000 pieces of faded brown construction paper that are just taking up space. At the end of the meeting, students can bring their self-portrait landscape word arts and hang them up around the room. Give students all a sticky note. They need to write down on their sticky note one similarity they found in another art artist's work of art like their own. This will allow students to start a conversation and find like-minded individuals that are already members of the club.
There are a ton of really fun activities in Flex curriculum to build connections, cooperation, and communication as a team. Start with art trivia takeaway and A to Z art race to sharpen trivia and knowledge with a little friendly competition. Or try the grab bag art challenge to practice brainstorming, creating, and presenting as a team. And use up leftover odds and ends. Check the links below for more information. If your school has a beginning of the year open house, be ready to discuss volunteer opportunities, print off a list of dates or opportunities, and have a sign-up list so that you can circle back to those willing volunteers. Ask the grade level or homeroom teachers in your school if they can recommend some especially helpful families, or reach out to their room parents on your behalf. Those families are often happy to help out more than one teacher. Maybe this will allow you to advocate for an art club or art room parent. Put out a request for help to your school community. This might be with a blurb or announcement in a school newsletter or posting on a school community page. Speaking of the community, check in with any local art organizations, art councils, or museums to say if they have any individuals who would be willing to lend a hand.
Free food, giveaways, door prizes, and unique experiences are ideas to get people to come back to school after the school day is already done. Maybe your club can host a pizza dinner. Maybe you can reach out to business leaders in the community and see if they could donate gift certificates as door prizes to people who attend. Maybe you just happen to know an NFL quarterback who would be happy to come sign autographs after you give the "We Need Volunteers" speech. Senior citizen retirement communities are also a great opportunity to explore when looking for people to volunteer for your group. Look at recent graduates who may still be living in the community. This is an organic mentoring opportunity. You may want to reach out to your upper administration or even your superintendent. This is a great advocacy opportunity. Invite your superintendent to a club meeting and allow them to collaborate with your students in an artwork creation. Who knows? Maybe it makes the cover of the district newsletter. It is also a great idea to have volunteers assist in taking on those day-to-day tasks that can become a little demanding. And if there's something that fits into their schedule, they may just say, "Hey, I'd like to help out with that."
Being prepared for your volunteers goes a long way. According to them, I always have clear expectations, everything ready for them, and I make their work easy. Have a task list ready along with any supplies that your volunteers might need. For example, are your volunteers helping you set up a display? Have an example of how you wish for the artwork to be mounted. Have all of the necessary supplies gathered and ready to go for them. They'll know how much you can trust them and how much they can trust you. They'll also know how much you value their time. Bring your adult volunteers in a little bit early. Of course, use that time to explain the task at hand, but also give them a chance to get to know each other. How about a quick art-related icebreaker question? Who is your favorite artist? What is a piece of artwork that you made as a child that is especially memorable to you? If you were a crayon, what color would you be? It is really fun to connect them to their inner child, even if just for a moment. If my adult volunteers have helped me with an event, I'll send them a thank you card that has a piece of their child's artwork on the front. If you're able to, you can always slip a small gift card into the thank you note as well. I cannot tell you how many parents have told me that they would love to come attend an art class. Consider bringing in your adult volunteers for a casual paint and sip or similar event to not only say thank you, but for a chance to relax, feel the benefits of being creative, and get to know one another.
If you ask a parent or a colleague to complete a task, or they offer to do something for you, it's important that you let them do it. Set realistic expectations and deadlines so that people are able to go out, work on the task, and bring it back to the club. Try not to be a micromanager. Remember, they're here to help you. If you discovered a team building activity or exercise in this video that you just cannot wait to try with your students, let us know by liking it and subscribe for more episodes of Art Club Unlocked, like the next one where we give you the keys you need to pulling off powerful art projects. And tell us in the comments below, what are your students' favorite team building games? We'd love to hear them because we want to try them too. Thanks so much for watching. We can't wait to see you next time.